The world always seems brighter when you've just made something that wasn't there before. Fairy tales are more than true. Not because they tell us that dragons exist, but because they tell us that dragons can be beaten. Stories are the most important thing in the world. Discovering the path to success and personal growth lies within ourselves. Take inspiration from the wisdom of Neil Gaiman and enrich your life with his insightful quotes. People think dreams aren't real just because they aren't made of matter, of particles. Dreams are real. But they are made of viewpoints, of images, of memories and puns and lost hopes. Sometimes you wake up. Sometimes the fall kills you. And sometimes, when you fall, you fly. Life is sometimes hard. Things go wrong, in life and in love and in business and in friendship and in health and in all the other ways that life can go wrong. And when things get tough, this is what you should do. The one thing that you have that nobody else has is you. Your voice, your mind, your story, your vision. So write and draw and build and play and dance and live as only you can. Books are the best weapons in the world. I hope that in this year to come, you make mistakes. Because if you are making mistakes, then you are making new things, trying new things, learning, living, pushing yourself, changing your world. You're doing things you've never done before, and more importantly, you're doing something. The best way to find out if you can trust somebody is to trust them. I want to be around people that do things. I don't want to be around people anymore that judge or talk about what people do. I want to be around people that dream and support and do things. I will not be just a tourist in the world of images, just watching images passing by which I cannot live in, make love to, possess as permanent sources of joy and ecstasy. Have you ever been in love? Horrible, isn't it? It makes you so vulnerable. It opens your chest and it opens up your heart, and it means that someone can get inside you and mess you up. And it was the possibility of darkness that made the day seem so bright. We all have things we'd like to run away from. That's what libraries are for. They're safe places where you can lose yourself in other people's stories. You get what anybody gets, you get a lifetime. The great thing about getting older is that you don't lose all the other ages you've been. We don't need magic to change the world, we carry all the power we need inside ourselves already. We have the power to imagine better. I learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Wherever I am, I always find myself looking out the window wishing I was somewhere else. You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. We all have a monster within us, it just depends on the circumstances to let it out. People believe that stories are shaped by people. In fact, it's the other way around. If you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. If you want them to be more intelligent, read them more fairy tales. The best thing about storytelling is that it allows you to enter into a world and be someone else for a little while. Nothing is perfect. Life is messy. Relationships are complex. Outcomes are uncertain. People are irrational. Sometimes the things that may or may not be true are the things a man needs to believe in the most. When you're in a dark place, it's the small things that can make the biggest difference. People think that I must be a very strange person. This is not correct. I have the heart of a small boy. It's in a glass jar on my desk. I like the night. Without the dark, we'd never see the stars.